Morning student, in this video lesson I am going to explain you the phrase, the clause and the sentence. Start first phrase. A phrase is a group of words that make some sense but not complete sense. For example, in the car, there is sense in the car but not complete sense. Last year's results for some days from Delhi to Ahmedabad are the some example of phrases. In these phrases, we have sense but not complete sense. To complete the sense of these phrases, we need a subject and a verb. For example, Rohan is sitting in the car. We use Rohan as a subject and is sitting as a verb. So, phrase require a subject and verb to complete its. Phrase is always the part of a sentence. We can't use a phrase alone. Phrase is always used with a subject and a verb. This clause. A clause is a group of words that has its subject and predicate. But a clause is a part of a large sentence and depends on the other part of the sentence to make a complete sense. A clause has its own subject and verb, but it is the part of a long sentence. For example, do not disturb me while I am reading a book. We have two clauses in this sentence. First, do not disturb me. Second, while I am reading a book. We can simply say that this sentence has two parts. First, do not disturb me, and second, while I am reading a book. Both of these parts contain a subject and predicate. Therefore, each part is a clause. However, the clause do not disturb me makes a complete sense and can stand by itself. It does not require the help of any other sentence. Therefore, it is called principal clause or main clause. The clause which does not require any object or any other sentence to complete its sense or meaning is called principal clause. But the clause while I am reading a book does not make a complete sense. Therefore, it is a subordinate clause or dependent clause. Subordinate clause depend to complete its meaning on principal clause. So, this is the example of clause. Important thing about a clause is a part of sentence but it stand itself alone, and a clause has its own subject and predicate. Next is sentence. All the students know what is sentence. Sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. For example, the mother is cooking a food. There are some words like the mother cooking food and they are giving a sense. So it is a sentence. If we arrange these words in different order like is cooking food, the mother, then there is no sense. Then it will be not a sentence. So sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense. Another example of sentence is I have paid the bill. The principal will deliver a speech. These are all the example of sentence. A sentence is always start with a capital letter. Second, all sentences have a subject and a predicate. We have already done the chapter of sentence separately, in which I have explained you what is sentence and kinds of sentence.